This will be my first, maybe only, who knows, 980 by video. I had somebody I respect a lot, a go-to person for me, say, hey, you know, writings are pretty long, which I already knew that, and maybe you should try a video. And I'll admit, at first I was a little hurt, like, well, no, you know, maybe we do need to start a school like Zoolander said. And let's face it, as professional firefighters, we need to be able to read in-depth after-action reviews, scientific research papers, peer-reviewed documents. We need to be able to read those things, take that information, and then use it. I mean, it's a skill that we all should have, and one we have to keep practicing. But again, let's face facts. None of my writings are peer review or in-depth research papers. I know my limitations, and I know my writings, and that's not what they are. They're more of a rants of a madman. So, you know, comparing that would be kind of the wrong thing to do. That being said, because I feel like I need to defend myself, I have published and I have written peer-reviewed documents that I'd be happy to share, so that you'll know that I can actually write sometimes. But yeah, I did have help with them. So, anyways. I've defended myself. Let me get to the kind of the meat of this 980 and why I'm here. During the drill, and when you get a chance, thank training staff and any of the instructors that were here. It was a difficult drill to put together. We had to do last minute, and it was a great training opportunity for all of us, and it was really good, and I appreciate the hard work they put into it. So when I was here, I was on the roof, and I said, hey, you know, isn't it crazy that 2 guys died on a row, way smaller than that row? And I got to give the current generation some props here, is that they're not afraid to say, you know, I don't know. What are you talking about? And actually ask questions. So they asked me first, what 2 guys died? And they said, what's a row? And let me get to the row part first. And of course, I come here today and there's no row, just the old typical banana boat Conex box. So the row part, let me just address that. Unless you're a paramedic, you don't work here until you're an engineer. And so you get less people working here than we used to, and we haven't had the opportunity that we've had in the past with some of the big drills, the annual drills that we used to do here, and hopefully we can start finding ways to bring some of that back. A lot of it was money from outside resources, but I'll training or work with ops to see if we can't find more ways to get more people down here. We have a plan in process right now that Chief Fong is going to help training create a 10-minute awareness video on the port, and it'll be, you know, just basic awareness. What's out the port, who are the people at the port, what type of ships come in here, some of the hazards with the ships, and a little bit of operating down here. It will not tell you how to fight fire, but at least it will give you an idea, kind of like I said, an awareness class on the port. So look for that sometime in September. Now back to the 2 guys dying, and the fact that nobody in the roof, instructors or students, knew that 2 guys had died on a row. To me, that's an indicator that they're not getting firefighterclosecalls.com and the secret list. And that's my ask to you in this 980, is to take the time, maybe like a 10-minute Teams meeting, and show them. I'm going to provide the link, what is firefighterclosecalls.com and how to get on the secret list. And again, I'll provide a link. I don't think there's a better site for keeping us updated and providing us information. We're all parts of multiple different sites and things that we do, but I think firefighterclosecalls.com does 2 things amazingly well. And the first one is they're quick on letting us know when somebody dies or is injured in the line of duty. And I think, I mean, unfortunately, it's a way we need to learn, and we need to learn. I mean, we owe it to them to learn from what happened, and some of the best learning that we get really is from injuries and fatalities, and they post stuff quick. In fact, the 2 firefighters that died, it was posted within hours of their injury and then death, and then they spent the next couple weeks. There was multiple posts on not only the incident itself, but on training and resources on shipboard firefighting. It was really good. They'll actually, if it takes 2 years for an actual official report to come out, 2 years from now, they'll post that report. So they're very good at providing information on deaths and injuries to firefighters. The other thing they're good at is staying ahead of the curve on our industry, on where industry is now, as well as really where it's going. They were some of the first people to post about lithium-ion batteries and the hazards and dangers, and then they continue to post helpful guides, job aids, and information and training and webinars on it. You have to have firefighterclosecalls.com. You should be on that. If you have nothing but that, you're still ahead. You're still engaged in this industry. So again, my ask to all of you is please take the time, show them the links, get them to sign up, get them to see how important it is, and get them on the secret list. It's invaluable. So thank you again. Have a good shift. Stay safe and enjoy.